Right, on today's video, we're going to be taking a look at two Creature from the Black Lagoon pieces. First up, we'll take a look at the Trick-or-Treat Studios mask, and then after that, we'll take a look at the 1/6 scale figure by Mondo. But yeah, let's get into it. Right, first up, we will take a look at the Trick-or-Treat Studios Creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, this was sculpted by Russ Lukic, and all in all, he's done a phenomenal job, to be honest. A bit of background on the creature design, though. It was famously miscredited to Bud Westmore. The original sculpt was actually designed by a lady called Millicent Patrick, and that is fairly common knowledge now, but it's only in the last few years, maybe like 5 years or so, that that's became common knowledge. And it is down to a book called Lady from the Black Lagoon, which was written by an author called Mallory O'Meara. And I think she was at the forefront of getting Millicent Patrick the credit that she rightfully deserves. Millicent Patrick was an animator who worked for Disney, famously worked on Fantasia. And there's a picture of Millicent Patrick working on the creature, and Bud Westmore is like leaning on, I think it's an easel behind her, looking at the creature. And I think the confusion came, or he stole the sculpt, let's be honest, but the confusion came from that because it was thought that it was his design and she was just touching the paintwork up, really. And it's massively important that she finally got the credit that she deserves, because obviously in quite a male-dominant area that films are, it's just massively important that she gets the credit she deserves. And also, for me, Millicent Patrick has created the greatest monster. That is an absolute perfect design. It's absolute perfection. I don't think the Creature from the Black Lagoon could be improved upon, and I think Tots have captured it phenomenally. It's a perfect sculpt, man. It's unbelievable. It's also massive, so obviously you can see that drapes over your shoulders. You get a bit of the spine work, which is sick, and they haven't put any less effort around the edges. Like the scales and the paint job around the area is unbelievable, to be honest. And then there's also, they put like a gold coat, like almost like dry brushed gold over the green, and that brings out the sculpt so much. That was such a great touch. You've got it on all the edges there, all around there, over the scales there, all along the spine. It's honestly absolutely incredible. And I think I said that the Pretty Woman Leatherface mask was one of Tots' best masks. This is hands down the best Tots mask you can buy. It's incredible. Yeah, man, I haven't seen many customs that rival it, to be honest. It's an unbelievable piece. So I'd highly recommend anybody grab this mask because it's absolutely phenomenal. Tots have just nailed it, man. They've just killed it. And even down to the paintwork, I've got a little black mark on mine there. There's a few little smudges on the top, but even that, like, it doesn't detract away from how amazing this mask is. This is an unbelievable pickup, to be honest. And yeah, like I say, if you're on the fence or you're looking for a Tots mask, this is the one to get, man. It's absolutely phenomenal. And Creature from the Black Lagoon it's a stunning film. It's got some of those beautiful shots in cinema. It's incredible. And as far as monster design goes, it's right up there. It's my favourite monster design as well. It's my favourite monster. So yeah, man, Creature from the Black Lagoon, you just can't go wrong with it. But yeah, we'll take a look at the Mondo piece now. Right, first up, we'll take a look at the box art, and the artwork was done by Jason Emerson. Now, this is originally a print he done for Mondo, and they've just used that as the box art. And as far as artists go, mate, Jason Emerson's up there, and he's absolutely nailed it. That is glorious. I'm pretty sure that was US only, which is why I don't own that print, because that is glorious, mate. Side, you got Creature from the Black Lagoon, Universal Monsters. Then you've got the figure itself, and you can also get a black and white version, which is stunning as well. And then you've got that artwork again, Creature from the Black Lagoon. And then you also have Creature from the Black Lagoon 1/6 scale collectible figure and the Mondo logo. Just presentation is glorious, mate. And then that opens up, and you can see some of the scene from the lagoon, which is just lovely, man. Looks really nice. And you also have the figure there in a nice window box. So yeah, as far as presentation goes, mate, 10 out of 10. Right, first up, you get a set of feet, which, not gonna lie, with this figure, man, I don't think you need extra sets. I mean, I'll take it, obviously, but I'm pretty sure they're just the same as the sculpt on the figure. So you get extra hands as well. They are sculpted really nice, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're exactly the same as what's on the figure. So, yeah, man. This is a great accessory though. You get the fossilized creature hand, which is just absolutely stunning. That's a great accessory to include, man. Really nice. Mondo done a really nice job with that as well. The sculpt is really nice. Then you get 3 head sculpts. So you get that dude, which is cool, man. Really nice. That's very similar to the sculpt that's on the figure itself, except the sculpt on the figure hasn't got the eyes, it's just got black eyes. Then you get an open mouth sculpt, which again, man, looks really nice. Really cool sculpt that. And you also get a little crotch grabber as well. So yeah, man, not too bad with the accessories, to be fair. Right, we'll get the figure out. Right, and this is the figure. Just threw together a quick creature pose. Like I was saying about the head sculpts being similar, you can see there the only difference is the solid black eyes, and I'm pretty sure that's when the creature's attacking, and that's when the creature's not attacking. So his pupils dilate and his eyes go completely black, basically. I think that's the only difference on that sculpt, which is, I do like it, but it's a very subtle difference to add a different sculpt to it. Um, but yeah, man, the fact you get 3 head sculpts is cool. And my only criticism for this release really is the level of articulation they've put in it. So like you can see, you get like ab crunches in between there. There's obviously plenty of joints, and the good thing about 1/6 scale collecting is there's a level of realism. Basically, you don't really get that articulation. However, with it being the creature, I'm not entirely sure what they're meant to do, because I don't know how you do that without having a full plastic body, without having full articulation. So I think they kind of get a pass based on that alone, because again, man, if it was like a rubber material like the Hot Toys Alien, like they're known for crumbling basically the xenomorphs. So I don't think that's a solution really. And then you've also got like the Spider-Man suits and stuff, which are also a pain in the ass. They're known for damaging as well. So I'm not entirely sure there is a good solution. But I do think they've probably put too much articulation in this figure, which means it kind of does lose a level of realism for me personally. Because again, I don't love like that many joints showing. You look at that, like it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I don't think you needed like the ab crunches and stuff. And I appreciate it helps for posing. Don't get me wrong, it really does. But yeah, for me, I think I would just like less, because that was very reminiscent of a NECA figure. So it's almost like a 12-inch NECA figure. Um, but again, I don't know what the solution is either. So I can't say they should have done this, because I haven't got a clue what they should have done, to be honest. And it is a sick creature figure. You look at it, man. It's got some nice shelf presence, and the sculpts are all incredible. I think that's probably my favourite sculpt. I'm just going to swap this over a sec. There he is, man. That's the creature there. He's so good. But yeah, man, like I say, I'm not entirely sure what they should have done to combat that. So Mondo have done a very nice job with this release. It's a proper sick release, in fairness. But yeah, man, I'll cut to the outro and yeah, we'll call it there, I think. But just an unbelievable figure, really. I love this release. And again, the only other 6 scale release was the Sideshow one, and I don't know if he had pajamas on, or that might be the Mego, actually. That might be the 70s Mego. But I don't know. That old Sideshow release, when Sideshow first had the Universal Monsters line, they were old, man. That's old figures, so obviously that's not going to compete. So it's great to have an updated creature sculpt, and say the inclusion of the fossil hand, 2 sculpts, the Jason Emerson box art, and this figure. Yeah, man, it's a nice release. Mondo have absolutely smashed it, to be fair. But yeah, I'll call it there, I think. Right, so that was the Trickster Studios mask and the 1/6 scale figure by Mondo. Both absolutely incredible releases, to be honest. I think Mondo smashed it, especially that box art, man. Jason Edmonton's unbelievable. And yeah, that figure's just stunning. And the mask itself is just absolute perfection in it, let's be honest. That is just a creature. It's unbelievable. But yeah, like I say, easily my favourite monster design. So the more creature collectibles we can get, the better, man. It's a perfect monster design. But yeah, nice one for checking the video out. If you did enjoy it, like it, subscribe to the channel, share it around. That'd be massively appreciated. And yeah, see you next time. Cheers.